Welcome students. Today we are going to start SN2 mechanism. In the last period we have conducted the SN1 mechanism. In the last period we have seen the last part of the SN1 mechanism, that is energy profile diagram. Now today we will see SN2 mechanism. SN2 mechanism means substitution, nucleophilic and biomolecular. Substitution, we know the substitution, we know the nucleophile. Now this mechanism is biomolecular. Biomolecular means order of reaction is 2, okay, because the rate of reaction depends upon the concentration of 2 reactant, and this reaction is also known as, or SN2 mechanism is also known as, or well known example of SN2 mechanism is alkaline hydrolysis of methyl bromide. Alkaline means in presence of alkali, hydrolysis means in presence of water, breaking down in presence of water, methyl bromide. Now we have an example of methyl bromide, CH3 Br, okay, methyl bromide plus alkaline substance or alkaline source of nucleophile is potassium hydroxide, KOH, okay. Now what happens? Hydroxyl ion substitute the bromine and there is a formation of methyl alcohol plus KBr, potassium bromide. This is methyl bromide and the final product is methyl alcohol, okay. This is the alkaline hydrolysis of methyl bromide to give methyl alcohol. This is the example. Now we will see how this mechanism is going on, how this mechanism proceeds. Now students, we will write the chemical reaction of methyl bromide. This is the central carbon and these are 3 hydrogens and this is bromine, okay. We can also write like this: hydrogen, this is methyl bromide and this is hydroxyl ion, that is a nucleophile. Now this nucleophile will attack on this carbon, okay. This hydroxyl ion will attack on this carbon, central carbon, okay. Now observe this carbon, okay. What happened? This carbon is surrounded by 3 hydrogen and 1 bromine, okay. Bromine is a bulky group, bulky atom. Bromine is a bulky atom and our nucleophile, okay, nucleophile is also bulky, okay. Now both the living group and nucleophile, incoming group or leaving group, both are bulky. And one more important thing is bromine is also electronegative and nucleophile is also electronegative, means both are electronegative atom, both carries negative charges, both have electron, both are electron rich species. So because of this problem, this is a bulky group, that's why bromine acquires the large space. Bromine occupy the large space of the front size. Okay, but hydrogen is a light weight atom, mass is less, that's why hydrogen requires less space in the space. Now in this condition, hydroxyl ion cannot attack from the front side because here electronegative and bulky bromine is present here. That's why hydroxyl ion cannot reach to this carbon because here the cavity is very small, but here the cavity is large. Here the cavity is large, that's why hydroxyl ion will prefer the backside attack. Okay, backside attack. What is the reason for the backside attack of the nucleophile? The reason is in the front side there is bulky or electronegative bromine atom is there, that's why nucleophile choose the backside attack, because there is a presence of hydrogen atoms only and they are lighter atoms and there is too much cavity or too much space to enter at the particular carbon. Okay, that's why backside is a favorable decision. Now what happened after the backside attack? There is the formation of oxygen and carbon bond. There is the simultaneous process. When the nucleophile attacks on carbon, it will start to form or it will start to manufacture this bond. At the same time, simultaneously what happen? The carbon bromine bond start to break. Okay, carbon bromine bond will start to break, carbon oxygen bond will start to form. Okay, this is bond formation and this is bond breaking. Okay, and both the process occurs simultaneously and this is a transition state and remaining 3 hydrogens will occupy the they will orient themselves in the space and in this situation the carbon appears to be pentavalent. Okay, carbon appears to be pentavalent and in this process bond breaking and bond formation is taking place. That's why this is a transition state and its energy is very high. Okay, we will mark is as a transition state. Now bond formation and bond breaking. बॉन्ड ब्रेकिंग के लिए जो एनर्जी, बॉन्ड ब्रेकिंग से जो एनर्जी रिलीज हो रहा है वही एनर्जी यूज होगा बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन के लिए. ओके, नाउ आफ्टर द ब्रेकिंग ऑफ CBr bond. After the breaking of carbon and bromine bond, what happened? Carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen and OH group. Okay, and removal of Br negative ion, removal of Br negative ion. This is the product, and this product is nothing but the methyl alcohol. But this methyl alcohol, if we compare this methyl alcohol with the methyl bromide, in the methyl bromide the leaving group was on front side, but the incoming nucleophile or incoming group in the methyl alcohol is on back side. This is the difference. तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, जहाँ से ग्रुप लीव हुआ है वहीं पे ग्रुप अटैच होना चाहिए. अगर उसके अपोजिट में आता है देन स्ट्रक्चर और सिमेट्री मेंटेन नहीं होगा. दैट्स व्हाई व्हाट हैपेंस, दिस मॉलिक्यूल अंडरगोज Walden inversion. Walden inversion. After Walden inversion, what happens? This molecule rotates in 180 degree and we will get this molecule. Okay, this is the product which contains same structural configuration like methyl bromide. So this is a ascent to mechanism, and in the next lecture we will see more deeper knowledge and we'll see more important criteria which belongs to ascent to mechanism. Now in this mechanism we have deep study of stereochemistry, also deep study of energy profile diagram. So this we will study in the next lecture. Okay.